Hey Taurus! Welcome to your August weekly reading. This is the Guiding Chariot. This is a timeless general reading for all, I was going to say Aries for some reason, for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. House rules out of the way. Obviously timeless reading, so no matter when you find this video, just because it was posted in August and you come across it in September, doesn't make it any less relevant. Forgive this plane. Main thing to know is that the message will come to you when it's meant to. Also, my only ask is that you do not try to force the messages. Since this is a general reading, there may be some things that come through that aren't meant for you. So if a card doesn't make sense or a particular message doesn't fit your situation, leave it on the table, take the rest. Alright, so slightly different this week, Taurus. We're going to pull an Oracle card first. This is a new deck for me, the Sacred Power reading cards. I haven't worked with it until this particular round of readings, so I'm not super familiar with them. I am going to read it from the book, which I normally don't like to do, but I'm just so stoked about these cards. We're going to do it because I don't want you to wait for it. Right, and then of course we will go through the tarot to get a deeper message. Let's see what is going on for you, Taurus. Ooh, we're going to take this one. And what a beautiful one it is. Freedom. It also makes me think of like the Chariot from the tarot, because the Chariot itself is always pulled by like a white and a black horse, or some decks a white and black Sphinx. But then you also have the yin and yang symbol, so balance. Very interesting card. What an awesome image. I'm telling you, I'm so stoked about this deck. Alright, where do I want to put it for you guys? We'll put it right there. Let me find it in the book. Hold on. Oh, I saw it. Go back. There we are. Alright, freedom. Wild and free, the horse chooses to run in any direction at its own pace. Understand that everything in your life right now is completely within your power to change. Once you cooperate with your soul's request to be free from emotional or physical ties, you become limitless and can run free again. Yes, taking control, it sounds like, my lovely Taurus. The arrival of the horses brings news of personal journeys and new directions. The white horse brings truth, honor, and integrity, and the dark horse brings the shadow of mystery, pride, and illusions. Bringing both together to create a yin and yang balance allows you to understand what is preventing your freedom. Follow through with your agreements before you make new commitments. You may feel like you are not in control of your life right now. In fact, you are. You can decide at this moment how to react to the circumstances within your environment. Observe your surroundings and discover what your soul really wants. You already have the power and freedom to choose within you. The question is, what direction do you wish to run? Honor your free will by choosing to acknowledge your desire for a break and a change, even if it is only temporary. Right now, your soul desires freedom. By removing restrictions, you can move in any direction. Feeling trapped or burdened by family affairs, responsibility, finance, relationships, and/or career choices can sometimes make us feel suffocated. Your soul is trying to release you from commitments as you yearn for the freedom to make your own choices. Break away from old attachments and responsibilities. Your soul is asking you to be playful and to have some fun. The horse asks you to simplify your life and expand your knowledge. Seek more information before you make future decisions. It is essential through this growth period that you find the freedom that you will need to allow yourself to flourish. You have the power to change the direction of your life. Oh, I love this. And I will say this is a pretty strong theme with a lot of the signs, Taurus. This whole need to, literally break free, but to find a life that feels expansive and open and, unburdened by these choices and commitments that we've made prior. And I say that fully acknowledging that the choices made, weren't necessarily bad. Like they served you for the time being, but now they no longer serve you. Sorry, I keep staring at all these little kitty hairs. So it's not that these were bad choices or you're on some wonky path and we're realigning. That's not what it is. This feels very expansive, right? Very expansive in a way where instead of doing things because you have to, you get to do things because you want to. fulfilling obligations out of duty versus out of passion, right? Because there's a complete difference there. And it's a little double-edged, because there is a need to kind of, I don't want to say break, because I don't see you having to break any agreements or commitments, but definitely there's this need to kind of complete them and let them go and like finish your term so that you can do something better, right? And look at that. So Six of Swords, literally a card of moving, but things getting easier, better days ahead. But you are moving on. You are moving on, Taurus. And then we also have the King of Coins. So stable earth energy, perfect for you. But this could have to do with work, right? Your finances, you know, your security, your stability. Bottom of the deck right now is the Wheel. Look at that. Things are changing. Oh, so exciting. All right. Okay, so we're going to take those as bonus, because with this particular deck, I've been cutting it for the readings. And surprise, you just got a little extra pre-shuffle goodness. I'm going to leave them out. Actually, here, let's do this. We'll put them next to freedom. Because this is why. We're moving forward to find new stability. All right, let's find your message. This deck is so thick. It's a little tricky for me to shuffle it my normal way. All right, so bottom of the deck for your reading, Palace of Cups. I love this. So palaces are something exclusive to this particular deck. Oh, it's a little too wide now. Here, let's do this. Boom. Now you can see everybody. Look at that. We're gonna make it work. Haha. But palaces are kind of exclusive to this deck. This is the Tarot of Dreams. And they represent like a place where you kind of live in the energy of this particular suit. So this is a place that you feel loved, emotionally safe, appreciated. You feel happy and nourished and supported here. This is the place we're moving towards, right? We're running from a place that can feel restrictive and oppressive and suffocating to a place that we feel appreciated, right? Complete different energies. And it would make perfect sense why we're moving forward to this particular place. Because where we are now, there's some conflict. And this is conflict within us, right? With Five of Wands. So this is us, you know, I would say a big part of this is wrestling with who you were when you made these decisions versus who you are. Or, honestly, who you are may have changed, but when you agreed to a certain position, when you agreed to, you know, taking this promotion or taking on this assignment or fulfilling this role, whatever it is, it came with much more responsibilities than you had imagined, or it came with things that now you're like, oh no, this isn't for me. Maybe even that environment changed and it no longer matches what you originally walked into, and now you're like, I don't like it here, this is not the thing. Do I really want to follow this path? Is this really what I want to be dealing with? Is this truly what, you know, I'm meant to do? I would argue definitely not here with this Two of Wands, right? Because these weren't the intentions we set out, or our intentions have changed and it's no longer in alignment. So it's almost like with these two doors, do we stay where we are and return, or do we walk through a new door? Do we start something different? We start to put out a different energy. There's this big duality I'm getting off these cards where it's do I stay or do I go? Honestly, it's time to go. It's time to find something better for you, Taurus. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, there we go. I'll make sure you can see that King of Cups down there. And then we also have the Faith card. So the Faith card in this deck is the Hierophant. So definitely a card of spirituality, you know, and it does bring up the idea of devotion and commitment, which is kind of what we're talking about. But here with it showing up this way, this is what are you committed to? Are you committed to the right thing, the thing that you feel most attached to, right? Because I would argue, I believe that has changed for a lot of you, Taurus. I think it has. Like, you've reached the end of this road, right, with the Ten of Swords. And to me, the Ten of Swords showing up in this position makes me think of what we were talking about earlier, where it's that sense of, it's not that you're on the wrong path. The path you're on has just reached its end. You're at the fork, and now it's time to decide. Do I continue going forward, or do I take this left turn, right? And that's the place where we're all kind of sitting, and you are trying to move forward to the place that makes you feel more appreciated, more love, right? Okay, let's go another level deeper. We have another palace. Oh, someone in the neighborhood house is having a lot of fun over there. I don't know if you can hear that. So first card out, you have another palace. So here we have the Palace of Wands, that place where we feel passion, desire, motivation, ambition, drive, right? And again, it's falling under the Five of Wands. So they're, again, trying to resolve that conflict about what is it I'm supposed to do, where is it I'm supposed to be, right? Do I feel like this is a place where I can soar, where I can achieve greatness, that I can do what is expected and feel satisfied and content with that? Now, if I can throw that out there and you can say yes, great. You don't have to worry about shifting your path or giving anything up. You're in the right spot. You know, that is a beautiful thing, and that's wonderful if you're already there. Perfect. Great. We have the Temperance here as well. Temperance is all about the angel of patience, divine timing, right? Waiting for all the elements to line up. But here with Temperance, they are. You know, and to me, Temperance is also kind of mirroring the duality I talked about earlier. We have the black and white horses. We have these two doors. Now we have these two elemental vessels combining and mixing, right, to create the perfect situation. I was about to say the perfect storm. But storm in the sense that it's bringing change, right? New winds come in. You know, maybe some old worn out buildings are about to get thrown out and destroyed and washed away. That's fine. Wash away the old. We don't need it. We don't need it. We have the Eight of Wands coming up under the Faith card. So, Eight of Wands, speed, communication, swiftness, another card of travel. So again, another kind of nod that you guys are moving forward. You may get messages from someone or communication from someone that maybe gives you this opportunity. Having it fall under the Faith card, if you're a very spiritual person by nature, if you meditate, do prayers, things like that, you may get messages through that, through dreams maybe. That may also happen, right? Hierophant is also heavily connected to your sign, Taurus, so that can also just be your energy of kind of trusting and believing that things are going to work out, that things are, you know, all these events that are happening for you, not to you. They're trying to get you to more. They're trying to help you to grow. So beautiful energies there. And then we also have the Hermit card. So this falling out under the Ten of Swords does make me, again, think you're about to shift gears, but in a beautiful way. Hermit card is very isolated in nature, right? Because you think Hermit, you know, he goes up to the mountaintop to commune with spirit, be by himself, get rid of the distractions. To me, this is you breaking away from the pack and going your own way, going in your own direction, doing what's best for you, right? And again, this also echoes the spiritual side of the Faith card. And you know, again, meditating, communing, praying. This can also be any type of spiritual practice that you just enjoy. So this could also be yoga, right? You doing something for you, getting out of your head, getting into your body, right? So almost any way that you connect, you could just go and, you know, do some grounding exercises out in nature or with a tree and just center yourself. But at the end of this, I see you kind of going in a new direction, going in a way that, you know, does break away with your current path and maybe what you would be expected to do, right? You know, everyone has their own opinion, but I feel like it's about time for you to do something for you because you enjoy it and it feeds you, right? I think to me that's the big difference with these two options. One is one that's expected and one is truly serving your ambitions. We'll take a minute and go through the bottom of the deck. We have the Seven of Cups, so having multiple options, maybe feeling a little confused about what to do. The need for balance here again with the Two of Coins. And again, twos are always indicators of having to make a decision. So we have the Two of Wands here, now we have the Two of Coins. Here we have a little more balance and a little more flow, because again, we're trying to find this space, you know, where we can nourish ourselves and fill our cup. I talked about it with this Palace of Cups. Where do you feel loved? Where do you feel appreciated? Because if you're in a place that you're not, this Queen of Swords is here to cut that out, right? She's very black and white. It's either it's a yes or no. It's serving us or it's hurting us. And again, it puts you through, look at that. Look how many palaces you have. You really are trying to find a place that feels right where you belong. But this Hangman that's been triggered by this whole moment really is about reflecting and finding out what, what do you want to be? Who do you want to be, Taurus? Where are we going? Underneath that, we have the Tower card again. So I think this is a moment you can choose to walk away, and you can choose to move towards success and more fulfillment and happiness, right? By your rules, on your agenda, with your plan, with your vision. But, if you choose to stay, you can. Again, you have free will. You can do whatever you want. But I think down the road, if you stay, this Tower moment will come to kind of tear down all this kind of like, I don't want to say it's false, but like to tear down this building that, although it may feel safe and comfortable, it's not right for you. Like, you can do bigger and better things, right? And you should be. You should be. We all deserve to feel happy and feel free and, doing something we're passionate about. Where you are now feels kind of burdensome, right? And burdensome in the way where, again, you're doing things out of duty versus out of passion. So this realignment is just helping you to grow and expand. And again, it's taking like another step closer to the happy ending, right? And like I said, you're not on a bad path now or in a bad place now, but here's your turning point to take it a step further, to get even bigger with it, right? So again, I do see you kind of going off on your own path. Now, you do have a card for Taurus. You also have a card for Virgo, so this may involve a Virgo somewhere. Possibly, doesn't have to though, but just kind of throwing that out there. But nice expansion for you. But, I can see in some places for some of you that it's going to require some courage and some bravery to kind of break away. Because again, I do feel like there's an expected path and there's, the new adventurous path. And I think most of you really need to start thinking about being the adventurous or the adventurer and taking the adventurous path versus just doing what is routine and what's normal. There's a bit of a shakeup coming up, and we just had Lionsgate recently. So again, there's all these downloads coming to you. So some of these messages can be coming from the upgrade that we're getting. So lots of interesting things to think about. We also have 2 cards talking about movement. I kind of got the Chariot vibes off of Freedom, which again is movement with these horses. Racing, like they're not even like just prancing, they're full on galloping. So good indication that you guys, if not physically moving, you're at least moving on. So lots of food for thought for you, Taurus. But again, you've kind of just reached the end of this road. It's time to open to something new. And things have already been working on in the background to kind of align this moment, to find you a time where you can exit one and walk into the other. So don't worry about that, but it may be time to kind of start being aware and looking around for these other options on what things you could be doing. Just a thought. All right, my lovelies. Take care, as always. Thank you for all the love and support you give me and my channel. Thank you for all the likes and the subscriptions. If you like this video, please leave me a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up button. It just helps the channel to grow. And as always, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We get together every week and talk all of these fun things and play with cards and talk about messages. I am probably going to post a video this weekend at some point. If not Saturday night, probably Sunday. Obviously, there's only 2 days in the weekend. Next week is going to look a little different. I've had some things going on the past 2 days, which slowed down recording, so thank you for being patient as I get your weekly readings out. But yeah, next week will look a little different. We've got some changes coming, some temporary changes, but I think some good, exciting changes. So I think I'll do a video that's just a little update on that. But yeah, so stay tuned. Make sure you have that notification bell. And I will see you in your next video, Taurus. Take care, stay safe, and I'm wishing you the best. Bye.